All right, it's the start of another day. I didn't go for a hike this morning. I stayed home. I wasn't feeling good last night. Went to bed early, and well, I went to bed on time, but I didn't get up. No, I did. I still got up at 4. I just didn't go for a hike. I wasn't feeling good, but I feel fine now. I think, as usual, it's just that I overdid it yesterday. Too much activity. So Yumiko is over talking to Yoko right now. She had a flat tire on her bicycle, and she's trying to catch her before she goes to work because she had to drive her car yesterday when that happened. We didn't know that happened. I can drive her to work, and then I'll walk her bicycle down to the bike shop and get it fixed today. So Yumiko's letting her know. That's what I'm throwing this video. We're out for our dog walk. It's a little nicer, just not so cold as today. Maybe the wind is what did it. And I walked so much yesterday, and I walked so early, and it was so cold. I think that's what did it. Overdid it. Gotta mellow back. All right, so we're starting our day off. This guy looks content. Okay, let's see what happens now. Take care. As I was leaving the door to come over to Yoko's house, Yumiko commented to me, she looked at me earnestly, she said, it's good to be retired. And I responded back, I knew exactly what she was thinking. Yeah, I did. And to be there for our family when they need us. That's really nice. So Yoko's finishing up her toast. This is at her house. She's going to join me. I just checked her bike. The back tire is flat. We'll take it down. There's a bike store just within walking distance down here. After I drop Yoko off, I'll swing by and check out what time they open. We're also going to get her a new chain as well. Yumiko is back at the apartment feeding the dogs and preparing our breakfast, and we can get our day started in earnest. But the thing I wanted to make a point about was, gosh, I really feel it already, the need to be needed, right? The vitality that comes of being needed by others, whether that is in the workplace or family or whatever the circumstance may be, is not something light. It's not something to be neglected or to run away from in any way. I'm glad that I'm realizing that 2 weeks into my retirement, so to speak. And here comes Yoko. Got all of her stuff. Hi, you ready to go? Did you get enough to eat?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you for waiting. And
sure.
Thank you for taking me.
Oh, you don't know what you're in for. I'm driving. This is going to be scary. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. I'm not looking at the camera or anything like that. I just dropped Yoko off. This is my first time driving alone in Japan since I came back. Probably not a good idea to turn the camera on while I'm doing this, but I'm at a stop sign, so I'll keep it cool. I have to chart my way back, and as soon as the light turns green, I'll turn this off. I just wanted to capture this moment. A little bit anxious. Here I am. I've been driving all my damn life since I was 16 years old. I literally got my license on the day of my 16th birthday. Took a day off from school to go do it. I'm a driving instructor. I've been doing that taught hundreds of teens to drive, yet here I am, nervous as heck driving. Oh, light's about to turn. I'm off, and then I'll go home and have breakfast. But that was an interesting experience. I'm on the Minami Kansen right here, big street, and I came along, and the light turned yellow just as I was going through the crosswalk, and well, seemingly, and then red, and I decided to go through. It turned red. I was 3/4 of the way through the intersection, big intersection, and as soon as it turned red, my car started beeping at me, this frantic beep, 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 beep. It somehow knew that I had been caught in the middle of the intersection as the light turned red. I don't know how it knew that, but somehow it knew that the very second it turned red. I got to turn this off. I'm driving again. Interesting. So we've dropped by to pick up the bicycle. We're going to walk it over to the bicycle place. Dad's watering his plants. Yumiko popped inside to check on his lunch situation. Usually either Yoko, Yumiko's sister, will leave a lunch for him in the fridge. If not, then we'll handle his lunch, take him out or something. If he's already got lunch handled, then Yumiko and I are probably going to go out for lunch. I asked him, he said lunch seems to be taken care of. Doesn't he have a nice house? Isn't that nice? They had this built while I was away. They were living in an old house before, but it's really nice, very tidy inside, very comfortable. Nice neighborhood too. And we're going to be living, our house that we're buying is like 5 minutes walking right over there. Although you'd want to get to it over here, this way. Take the river road. This is Dad's backyard. Like here, got a little laundry out, got the pole. It's really, really nice. Here's the Yoshido River. Our house is right up there that we're buying. Can't wait. Dad's got lemons. これはレモンね。Mikon. Ah, lemon. Alright. Very nice. Well, the first bicycle place we went to was closed. So, not going to go for there. They picked their day that they happen to be closed. Yumiko's checking for some other bicycle places in the area. If none of them work out, then we'll just come back tomorrow. Okay, now we're at a neighbor friend's house, our tea supplier. Beautiful there. Steaming. Beautiful bowl. And we've got some Japanese sweets, some chocolates. And Yumiko's got her bowl as well, and another sweet over there. Itadakimasu. Do you guys remember the tea that we sold last year? This is the same stuff right here. We're at the shop right now. I'll keep the camera down to preserve her privacy, but Yumiko and I are enjoying some crush cups. This is the same variety that was for sale in our store recently, and we'll be there again soon. Arigato. And here's the selection of teas that they have available in various packages, gift boxes, and different types. Really good stuff. So we have bought ourselves some good, stocked up on a good supply. And they gave us this beautiful can to store the tea in. Isn't that nice? We are all set for our new tea drinking life. Okay, we got the tea that we wanted from our friend's tea factory. And now we're at another bike store that we forgot about was even here. It's like right next to this. That's the supermarket that we go to right there, Super Ondo. And while we're at the tea store, we told them that the bike store was closed. He says, why don't you go to the one right around the corner? And here we are. Although Yumiko can't find the proprietor. She's hunting high and low like aha. We're at the supermarket getting lunch. It's going to be sushi today. And if you're curious, it's not uncommon in Japan for us to go to the supermarket once a day. Sometimes twice a day. We're going to go twice today. Wow. Selection here. I'm going to get one of these 800 yen packs. There's a 500 yen pack. 600 yen. There's 1,000 yen. So now we've got things squared away for the bicycle. It's being taken care of. The guy at the bicycle shop is really curious about me and wanted to know everything. And he knows my friend Carol as well. So maybe he has an interest in foreign affairs, so to speak. So we got that taken care of. We got lunch for ourselves and for Dad. And we're gonna go have lunch now with him. And what I'm just amazed, and I've remarked before, is how the time just flies by, even though we're not working. The days just zip by with activities, which is good. It's good to be duly engaged as we enter this stage of our life. I thought I would be having days just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Hasn't happened yet. Well, you're still working, so yeah, for you, a couple more days. All right. Walking home, I wanted to show you this Akia. I remember eyeballing this place in the past when we lived here. Thought it had a lot of potential. It's quite nice, actually. It's got a little yard out here in front. It's convenient to absolutely everything. It's quite empty now, but we've got our Akia purchased. As we slip into lunch with Dad, Yumiko's making some tea. I'll share with you something that's happened today that's a little bit scary for me. I got my last paycheck today. My final payday. I'm on my own from this point forward. I think I've prepared. I think I'm ready, but still, it's scary. Time to eat. All right, I'm on my way down to pick up the bike. And I see a little kitty cat. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, here's a kitty too. Hi, kitty. It's your pretty kitty. Oh, what a pretty kitty. Pretty kitty. Sorry. Scared you. I saw another kitty. So there it is. A little shy. And then the bicycle place is right up here. Let's not raise the camera, so I don't want to make these people think I'm filming them. Here's the bicycle place. He called up and said it's all done. 20 bucks. I mean, Nissan N, so what's that? What is it? 15 bucks. And I got it taken care of. And I'll probably get arrested for this. But my first time to ride a bicycle in Japan since I came back. Got my sister's bike all fixed up. Got her a new, got her puncture fixed and a new chain, like I said. And it's all ready to go. And had a nice chat with the owner. He really, really is interested in America. So we had a nice talk. And now I'm riding home illegally. I don't think I'm supposed to be using my phone while I do this, so I'll shut it off before I get busted and pulled over and kicked out of the country. But I drove my car alone for the first time today and rode a bicycle by myself. Do you ever ride a bicycle with anybody else? For the first time. So I'll shut off for now. Now we're gonna go home and walk the dogs. Yay! Whoa, watch out! This thing needs brakes. Yumiko and I are out for our afternoon dog walk, and I love this little patch of land right here, farmland. And by the way, that's our house right there, right at the end there. Hi, house. Carry on. Which way, Ollie? Oh, you want to go home?
Do you have chocolate?
I think I do.
Do they have get my cookies?
Let's go see. This is our local. See, there's our house right there. And here's our local farmer/supplier. Yumiko wants to get some Genmai cookies if they've got them. Emo is what that says right there. No Genmai cookies, but they got potatoes. Got that. And then the 100 yen goes right there. Want to get some potatoes? Are they 100 yen? Let's see. Subit, Ko, Hyakuyen. I think it's okay. And then they got more stuff down there sometimes. Actually, it's Subete. Yumiko says I said it wrong. And you always interested too. Our 100 yen coin goes, this is what 100 yen is if you're not familiar. Looks like that in the front and the back. Whoa, that's what dropping it on the dog looks like. And it goes in right here in the can. And we'll pick that right here. These are so good. These are dried sweet potatoes. And they are so yummy. We'll have them as snacks. Say one more time to say hi to our house. Which way, Ollie? Which way are we going? Want to go this way? Mom, Ollie wants to go this way. Come on, Rudy. So the dogs have taken us on a slightly different route. Some may remember, if you follow my videos, there's a video called The Last Streetlight, which I did a remake of when I was here in 2013. The original one is from way over like a decade ago. And The Last Streetlight is right over there. So it's interesting to be traipsing through one of my Softypapa / Lyle's brother haunts with my wife and dogs. It has a very different, more social feel to it. Just up here a little further, you can see there's a lovely river, the Yoshida River, where basically the civilization ends and the farmlands begin. Let's take a look. I really like the little trickle of water right here as it comes down, and it is so pretty. This is another route for one of my videos to an abandoned house. There's an Akia right up there. Can you see it, Mama? If you up this road right here. Oh. Spooky one. And then right over here, let me look over the bridge here. Down there. Lovely, lovely. Rudy, come here. Wait for me, Papa. Wait for me. Okay, and we're going to go up here. Let's follow Mama. So our house is literally just like 5-minute walk that way. And then from here, it's just farmland. Oh, hold on. I got to take a photo of that. Got a nice photo of Yumiko and Rudy, Ollie walking. And this is just such a pleasant place to walk. In the appropriate season, there'll be fireflies rising out of the foliage here. This is a nice firefly walk. And up here a little further, there's a pedestrian gate. It's never locked. It's meant only to keep out wild boar, to keep the boars out of the urban setting. And here's the bamboo forest. And can you glimpse the Akia, the empty, abandoned house through the foliage there? A bit of farmland up there. And then the gate. And onward. Very nice. This field right here belongs to my wife's uncle. He's kind of the patriarch of the family. He's the oldest son of the Inoue clan. My wife's father was the second son. Now, since the Inoue's already had an heir and a spare, plus like 7 other siblings, including like 3 additional boys, my wife's father, therefore, didn't elect to stay in the family. He married into the Suzuki family, my wife's mother's family, and adopted their surname. He went from being an Inoue to a Suzuki. And then he took up the Suzuki trade of tatagu, which is shoji screen and fusuma door maker and repairer, etc. So I think that he would have really enjoyed being a farmer, but that legacy went to Big Brother, who owns all of this land, but he's now well into his 90s and he doesn't really care for this land anymore, which is now cared for by his eldest son in turn. And the Inoue legacy continues. The Inoues, by the way, have been in this valley for at least 400 years, the Valley of Tea. Here's a beautiful Japanese pine, matsu, that I've been enjoying looking at for a decade or more, maybe 15 years. It just has such a beautiful form to it, isn't it? It's up here in a little garden area along the road between where we live in Yara and the village of Hirasawa. Oop, I lost track of my wife and Ollie. They're right there. They are. Wait for us. We're at Pines again, and we're getting donabe, which is very important for our meals. And we're back for dog food and stuff, so it's basically the big pot that we're cooking. Now we're in the home center part of the Kines, looking at getting ideas for what we'll need for our garden, etc. Got all kinds of stuff for plants, and gardening, etc. Really nice. We're getting some ideas for some plants to possibly have in our garden.
Oh, this is pretty.
That is really nice. Yeah. 3:48 p.m. We're thinking we might put some outdoor solar lights in the yard. That would be nice. Maybe a trellis up against the bank. Miko and I are going to need garden tools, and we're going to need outfits for our hard-working renovation life. There's hoses and stuff. Hoses are always important. Yep. Not as much as towels. I think we found the garden tools. Wow, all kinds of pruners and snippers and scythes, trowels. We might be inheriting some stuff from the sheds that we're getting. Sure. Shovelers. Ooh, I like this hammer. Beat something up with that. Trimmers over here. Sprayers. Hats. Everything. Oh, all the stuff that makes the pests stay away, the birds. Okay, we got everything we wanted to get here at Canes. What I want to show you now is a beautiful view of Mount Fuji right over there. Take a look at that. That's beautiful. It's a pink all along there. Unfortunately, I'm never home when that happens in the afternoon. Well, I'll try to get it another day. Ow! Well, in addition to whacking myself, we've been so busy today. I mean, who said retirement has anything about free time? We went to the supermarket for breakfast stuff. We're here at Tsukiya for dinner. Yumiko says that this just isn't right. Why is that?
This is a gyudon place. This is chicken, curry, and tamtan nabe. Has nothing to do with gyudon.
But it looks awfully good.
It does.
I'm gonna get that probably. Big size. Oh yeah, maybe. Chicken curry dandan hot pot combo meal, 890 yen. It's like $7, six and a half bucks for all that. Wow. Let's go. Let's eat. Okay. But you still don't like it. It's just not right. We are ordering.
This good. So, really gonna get that?
Let me look at the other options. There's standard
Gyudon.
gyudon.
Gyudon with negi. And let's see, gyudon with all kinds of
Yeah.
weird stuff on top.
I am gonna get that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Gohan.
Yep. Setto.
Gohan memori. Gohan omori.
I'm so hungry. Always so hungry. Ever since I've come to Japan, I'm just starving all the time.
ご一緒にいかがですか? Okay.
Yep. No, none of the extras.
Let's see. Maybe I'll get this.
Ever since I've come back to Japan, I'm just starving all the time. But I was just telling Yumiko how I'm going to change my habits a little bit. Well, maybe not. I was trying to explore. I mean, now that I'm retired, I can live any schedule that I want. Why do I continue to live this 4 o'clock in the morning thing? You know why? Because it works for me. It's because my brain is at its prime at 4 a.m. No, it's not going to change. But I am going to change. I'm not going to be doing the 2-hour hike in the morning. That's just over the top too much. This jacket's not going to stay there. Put on the kitty chair. So I am going to change that. So no more 4 a.m. hike. I'm going to get up at 4 a.m. I'll do all the things I need to do. Then I'll do the hike with the dog walk at 7 a.m. Then we'll have lunch, breakfast, and then lunch, and then the second dog walk, and whatever's the afternoon. Yeah, and then fill the morning and the afternoon instead of work. I'll fill that with what I want to do, what we want to do. All right, here's Yumiko's miso soup. What is that?
It's daikon.
Daikon.
Ponzu.
And ponzumo and gyudon, but you want to put your toppings on, right? What toppings?
This is the topic.
Oh, it is? Oh, you're not going to go for any of the spicy stuff?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Here's how she does it. It's the ponzu.
I don't do green onion.
Looks good. And here is my meal. With flaming, no less. And I've got an empty bowl. And I got the rice.
And the spicy sauce.
And the spicy sauce. And this is all 890 yen. For like, wow, it's like $6.57. Amazing. All right. No. Itadakimasu. Could you hear the difference of what we said? I said itadakimasu. She said.
Itadakimasu.
That's what you say when you've already started to eat before you said it. So here we go.
That's pretty spicy.
Guys, this is so good. Just dish it into the bowl here. It is so yummy. It's amazing. Wow, if I wasn't living with you, I'd be eating here every night. And then I'll have to add the spicy stuff and we'll be rocking and rolling. Okay, so tell me if that wasn't one of the most satisfying meals you've had since we've been back in Japan, right?
It was good.
And what was more satisfying, your meal or my meal?
Yours.
It was good. This thing right here is a winner. And man, and that was a lot of food too. All that for like 15, 14 bucks for the two of us. Man, Sukiya for the win. Yeah. I stand corrected. Yumiko did the math. At the exchange rate of 158 yen to the dollar right now, it was, how much was this meal? 10.38.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 10.38.
That's an astonishing. Oh my gosh, you couldn't go to McDonald's for that price.
Sure.
For one meal.
Sure.
Yumiko, we got to come up with a Sukiya night every week. One of the days. We'll figure it out. All right, let's go home and feed our boys. Okay, let's wrap up this evening. This is my good life meditation, an exercise that I do every day to remember my life objectives and principles. Those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours, how I did with the challenges and the opportunities that I met. I plan for the coming day. I recite the 8 objectives of my creed and I prepare myself for death. So last night was a good night. I slept well. Today was a good day. I felt much better than yesterday. I just overdid it yesterday. And so Yumiko and I had a discussion about the application of time. Mainly she was cautioning me that I was maybe overdoing it, which I always do in terms of exercise. I do overdo everything. And then I get sick and then I recalibrate. So not surprised, new circumstance. 2 hour hike in the morning in the pre-dawn, from starting at 5 a.m. till 7, followed by another hike at 7:30, followed by another hike at around noon, followed by another hike in the evening. It's just too much, right? So it's over 10 miles a day that I was traipsing around here. So I'm going to cut back. I'm going to cut back the morning hike. Instead, I'll still get up at 4 a.m. That is my get-up time. But instead of getting up and going right to a hike, I'll engage in all my morning activities. I have a lot of things that I like to do in the morning. And then I'll take my first walk with Yumiko around 7 a.m. And then another walk at lunchtime. A third walk in the evening with Yoko and Yumiko, as I'm doing right now. They are right there with Ollie. Rudy is less prone to walk. Maybe he will now that we're on the sunny side of the street, so to speak. There you go. So I think I laid all that, right? Now, as for challenges and opportunities, today was the first day that I went and drove on my own since coming back to Japan. And I had to take Yoko to her workplace because she had a flat tire on her bicycle. So when I dropped her off, I had to drive back, and I was a little nervous about that, but I only had a few slight problems. I think I mentioned those already earlier in this video. Nothing big. I'm doing much better than I was before. I can get around much better. I'm keeping close eye on my thoughts. I'm not talking to anybody while I'm driving, and my thoughts are applied to the road, thinking, a quarter of a mile ahead to what's happening and planning everything out, reminding myself to stay on the correct side of the road, to follow all the Japanese laws to the best of my ability, and it's working. I'm becoming more natural at it. With regard to finding my way around, the internal map in my head is starting to come back as well. Were there any challenges today? Oh, nothing I can think of. It's pretty good. Yumiko and I were talking about earlier about how even though we're retired, our time is just so, filled up. I mean, the days are just full. I just don't know where I had time to fit work in before. How did I do that? How did I live and do all the stuff that needed to be done and put in a full day's worth of work every day? It's a mystery. But a mystery that I will not attempt to unravel. Forget about that. The 8 objectives of my creed consist as follows: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize my true limits and true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time and do that thing slowly, deliberately, and carefully, and to keep my balance. As for tomorrow, it's a Wednesday. I'm going to start my new plan in earnest. I have like 8 things on my to-do list that I need to do. Some of them are quite critical and important relative to getting my driver's license, coming up with a new budget once we have the house, and a few other things. Am I ready for death? My affairs are in order. My relationships are sound, and my life's work's complete. Although I do still have one thing to do. It's on my list that I did talk about last night, but I didn't do yet, which is to get Yumiko all set up on her phone with the software needed to transfer the money over from the United States. Right now, it's all set up, but it's all relied on my account to be able to do that. I want her to be able to do it on her own in case something happens to me. Oh, there go my girls. I better catch up. I wish you all the best. Remember, be safe, but not too safe. Take care.